Hey, Congress, if you're getting paid and the military isn't, and they decide that since they're not being paid, they just want to be sent home, are you going to force the military higher-ups to charge them with insubordination or anything like that? Just curious, because most people, it's a work-for-pay process, so I'm not going to do anything unless I'm going to be paid to do it. And if the in the military, our fighting men and women, they are not going to die for nothing. Their families need to survive. And if you're going to cut all federal employees' pays, then what are the parents or the mothers or the husbands of our military fighting men and women going to do? What are the children going to do? How are they going to survive? Now, you may think, you may say, well, it's only going to be for a few days, or it's only going to be for a week, or it takes that long for a family to crumble. And then when you have a representative of you, Congress, the woman from California who says, well, I got to be paid, I got bills to pay. Guess what? This isn't the representative from California government. This is the United States government, of the people, by the people, and for the people. The people put her in office, and the people can take her out. And if I were in California, which I'm not, I'm in New York, but if I were in California, I'd be saying, get her the hell out of office. How arrogant is she? This is not the All About Me show. She is not there because the people feel, oh, well, you know what, let's let her do it because we don't want to do it. They put their faith in her. And we as a society, we as the citizens of this country, put our faith in Congress and the president that they're going to do the job that they were put there to do. Not to run the government in the ground. Not to raise prices so freaking high that nobody can afford to go buy a gallon of milk or a loaf of bread. That's not what they're there for. You're there to run our government to make sure that we, the people, have a comfortable life and that we are protected and secure. And there is nothing more to make a person insecure than not knowing where the next paycheck is going to come from. Or health insurance. And now that, bullshit about that, you guys are going to charge, the government is going to charge people if they don't buy into the insurance coverage? Are you serious? So let me ask you this. Let's look at this logic. I can't afford the monthly premiums to get health insurance. But you're going to penalize me twice that much to get the health insurance. Now, if I can't afford the health insurance, what makes you think that I can afford the penalties? Seriously? Whether you like to believe it or not, it is tough living out here with the small people. There are many people out here that are living paycheck to paycheck, who at the end of when they get that first paycheck at the beginning of the month, whatever the difference is, sometimes $20, $30 has to last them for 2 weeks till the next paycheck. I know that's how I live. It's exactly how I live. I've got to scrounge. There was a time where I used to drive 3 hours round trip a day to go to work. One day I drove to work, got there, I didn't have any gas money or gas to get myself back home. I literally had to roll pennies to put gas in my tank so I could go home, and then all that night I kept worrying how the hell I'm going to get back to work the next day. I'm not the only one that has that problem. And it's not about me. It's about the rest of the country. And when you have a representative of your people, Congress, saying, well, I got to get paid because I got bills to pay. Do you want to know what we have to say to her? If I could flip the bird, I would flip the bird. I would say, F you and the horse you rode in on. You really had the nerve to say that? Publicly? On the record? Wow. You know, you don't know what it's like to live out here. You really don't. You're all in this little bubble that you think you have all the control. Sadly, we give it to you, but you know what? I got thinking about this. This is like a domestic violence relationship. You abuse us, okay? You abuse us. Then, when you realize that you have abused us, then all apologetic, and we'll give you this, and we'll give you that. No, I'm so sorry. I love you. It's going to be okay. I promise I won't do it again. And then everything's fine for about a month, and then you turn around and do it again. Well, guess what? When someone gets punched in the face or kicked in the butt way too many times, they're going to punch and kick back. And you messing with the government and messing with people's lives and thinking that, oh, well, I can do it to other people, but it's not going to affect me. Really? Because you could be out of a job as quickly as the rest of us are. We're paying almost $5 a gallon for gas, and we're not getting reimbursed for it. Bet you are. As a matter of fact, I bet you're driving government cars. And you know what? We always had, my family always had a saying when we needed money, or the kid was asking for a handout for $20, the parents would say, oh, the money tree in the backyard has gone dry. You know what, government, Congress, and Mr. President? You have put us in that situation. Because what you do is, when there's not enough money to pay our bills that we have to other countries, what do? You go to the money tree, that is the U.S. Treasury, and you ask them, please make me some more money. Please make me some more money because I need to pay off this $5 billion debt to China. But what you fail to remember is that who does that $5 billion going to end up coming back from? Us. So when you're making that $5 billion, sending it off to China, you got to put that $5 billion back. But you're wanting us to do it. We didn't tell you to go to the money tree. We didn't tell you that. But are you going to listen to us? No. But should you be listening to us? Yup. So, I can't even balance a checkbook. Not embarrassed to say that, but I can't even balance my checkbook. But you know what? What I can balance is logic. And logic states, what you guys are doing is putting us in more of a debt than what we really need to be. If you would just leave that money tree alone, that is the U.S. Treasury, and just pay the debts with money that you have. I used to have credit cards. I don't have credit cards anymore. You know what my credit card is? It's the debit card out of my bank account. If the money's not in my account, I don't buy it. Plain and simple. If I don't, and it's on a need basis. Do I need it or do I want it? If I need it, I buy it. If I want it, I'll leave it at the door. I don't buy it. Maybe you should take up that kind of mentality. And maybe, just maybe, you should listen to your constituents and do what they want you to do. Because we put you in office. We put you in, we can take you out. You put us in this position. So now you need to get us out. Pass the damn budget. Just pass it. And if you're going to shut down the government and all federal employees are not going to be paid, then guess what? You're a federal employee. You don't get paid either. And if you feel like a federal employee needs to be paid, then you take your pay and flip it to the military. You flip it to the military personnel, military men and women who are on 3, 4, 5 different tours, who are forced to go on tour. They don't even have the option. who are tired, they're sick, they're lonely, they're hurt, they're sad, they're depressed. Bring them home. Bring our men and women home. Stay out of countries we don't need to be in. Take care of your own business. Take care of what is here. Take care of your people in the United States. Do I feel bad about the people all over the world that are in war-torn countries? Absolutely. Do I think we need to stick our nose in it? Absolutely not. And if we want to help a foreign nation, then why don't we help foreign nations like Japan? They're struggling. But we also need to take a lesson from Japan. They stand up, take responsibility, and they take care of their own. If they need help, they ask for it. If they don't need it, they don't ask. And that's the same thing with government should follow that suit. If another country is not asking us for help, don't give it. Because the only thing they want is they want us to do their job. Well, who's going to come in and take care of us? No other country is going to come in here and take care of us. And as a matter of fact, every other country in the world thinks we're a big old joke. I hate to break the news to you. We are. We are a big old joke. Just stop it. Just stop it.